Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, right then, and my mic peaked already. Wonderful. I wasn't expecting that. Let me turn that down just a little bit. There we go. Whew. Let me see if I can think straight for a second. Hello, and, well, everybody, people, what, ladies, gentlemen, dogs, cats, and aliens, how you doing? We are here 13 hours later because schedules don't line up to have our first and somehow untainted view. I don't even know how how we managed that bit. Untainted view of the recently released kind of Pokemon Direct thing. It doesn't actually say it's a Direct, but I'm assuming it basically is. News updates for the Sword and Shield expansion passes, more than likely regarding the Crown Tundra. If it's not, what the fuck? They're literally just telling us that they're adding an update to the Isle of Armor to add the Lansat berry tree outside of the Darkness Tower, and that's all this 11-minute video is. That's all that's in it, and they're just showing off the tree from many scenic angles and taking lots of photos and celebrating the fact that they managed to put a tree in the game, and
it's showing the process of how the tree grew.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And then spending a good time trying to show you how the fuck you use a Lansat berry, because most people probably don't even know that that's the one that's basically focus energy and a berry. But no, okay, we are here to see what is almost undoubtedly Crown Tundra news. Again, we're about 13 hours late because this came out at 2 p.m. GMT, or BST, sorry, if memory serves. And this is now 3 a.m. the next day, BST. So we're doing well here. But again, this is the first time we've been able to properly meet up and do this. So for once, we've all managed to not see it somehow.
I mean, put it this way, this is 13 hours later that we're seeing this, and it may not even be later before it's actually seen by others.
Oh, yeah. 13 hours later when we're seeing this, probably at least 15, 16 at minimum hours later before it's going up onto channels.
I mean, if I can get it done fast enough, this might actually be up an hour later, depending on how fast that rendering works.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, probably the same. Shouldn't take too long.
First time I've ever done a 720p upload, so let's see how well this works for me.
Ooh, very nice.
We're all experimenting today, apparently.
Yes.
We're all experimenting with new light settings. Oh boy.
Yeah, and, well, I mean, technically not experimenting on my end. This is all stuff I've done before, but...
Also, I just like the video saying it's premiered 12 hours ago. Where the hell did that 13 come from?
Well, because it's been 13 hours. It premiered at 9 a.m. EST. It's now 10 p.m. EST, so...
YouTube is not the greatest at updating these numbers. But anyways.
I've been on this platform for how many years, and I still don't understand that?
So, almost 4 minutes into the video. I guess we should take a look, shall we?
Yeah.
Make sure my quality is on 1080p.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Make absolutely sure it stays at 1080p. My videos recently have been being weird and just automatically setting themselves to 720 and 480. It's like, how about you don't do that? So yeah. Well, lads, we're good to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, no, crap. No,
Hello,
bad.
everyone. I'm Ishihara from the Pokémon.
You good?
Totally didn't go out of full screen there for a second.
Oh my god.
Okay, do you need us to go back to the beginning?
No, we're good. I actually double-clicked and it was just like, no.
Company.
Oh, that's scary.
Today,
So wait, are we playing right now or not? Because I don't know what's going on.
I'm playing.
I'm gonna be behind you too,
Pokemon
shit.
Sword and Pokemon
Oh,
Shield
okay.
games.
I paused. 26 seconds.
First, let's hear more about the Pokemon Sword expansion
pause so it
pass
starts
and
to catch up.
Pokemon Shield
Okay,
expansion pass.
I'm at 30 seconds
Please
in.
have a look at
I'm
this
at
trailer.
26.
Okay.
Wait,
I
okay.
can
Better get back
get
to
the
23 because that's when the screen fades.
Alright. 23.
Right. Technical difficulties. Hello and welcome to YouTube in 2020.
Are we all at 23?
Yes.
Okay, and once again, 3, 2, 1, don't go out of full screen play.
God, this game.
Yes, that is Sword and Shield. I am fully aware of it.
Beyond.
Oh, goddamn birds.
That is indeed the Elm Armor.
Oh, look, the guy I literally put I despised.
Ah, the Crown Tundra.
Snowy Farms. Wait.
No? Oh, that's new. Why?
Oh, that's an evil
Oh.
sword.
I've never seen that one before. Right.
Nidoking. Dad, happy Dragonite.
Dragonite.
Dragonite!
Arctic Uni. There's Calyrex.
Yep.
Okay, somehow I'm a little ahead of you guys, I guess, but.
Roar.
Somehow.
Roar,
Psycho.
roar.
Go for it,
Dynamax
Swoop.
Adventure.
That's a Landorus. That's a Kieran.
Roar.
All the roars.
Antonio Fortress, by the way.
Wait, Moga?
Oh? Look at all these people. Okay, Glarstar tournament. That's cool. Oh wait, we're in a different outfit. That's not the standard outfit.
That's the outfit Leon normally wears.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The champion outfit, basically. but-
Oh, that's adorable. There's little interactions between everybody. I love that.
Apparently, he already ditched his little brother for us, okay? That was fast.
Garchomp's in the game. Whoa. Oh.
Not good, yeah?
Whoa.
Oh, okay. I get it, you know.
We're on the end of
We brought over all the legendaries, including some new.
And there's the birds.
Oh, this is
There's some
insane.
Reggies.
Oh, that was a new outfit. Oh, Jesus, Razian, calm down, you're too fast. This guy's way too fast.
Okay.
That was a lot.
So what did
It
you
was
think?
basically like, hey, legendaries
Let's take a closer look at
everywhere.
the new adventures awaiting
That's
you in the
dope.
Galar region's
You get a
Crown Tundra.
legendary. You get a legendary.
Yeah. True.
Ah,
In the Crown Tundra, the second
Ah,
area
it's beautiful.
unlocked by your expansion
It's
pass,
beautiful.
you'll explore a
you're so
snow-swept
quiet.
expanse
It looks
with new
good.
faces and new
I'm
adventures.
hoping it looks good when you're actually playing it.
There,
Yeah,
you'll meet
that's the
Ian,
big thing.
who will put you in charge
hold
as
on.
his expedition
Is it
chief.
seriously going through my
Your
other earbuds
investigation
and I can
will
hear
take you
better in there?
across
I know,
snow-covered
are you kidding me?
hills and into a Pokemon den, where you'll reach depths
Okay.
beyond those that max raid battles have taken you to
Okay,
previously.
Big
cool.
pink tree. Okay.
But that's not all that awaits
Zapdos.
you in the Crown Tundra. Lots of legendary Pokemon call the area home, too.
Yeah, for some strange reason.
It looks like your adventures in this wintry land will give you an opportunity to obtain every legendary Pokemon that's
Wait,
appeared in
that's
the main
Silvally.
series of Pokemon games
Literally
so
all of them are
far.
coming back, okay.
right, but
Many of
Silvalley's
those
already in the
legendary
game.
Pokemon
Is it
seem
just
to
me,
be
or-
It's
inside
a
special layer
chance to
where
obtain
Dynamax
every
Pokemon are
legendary
said to
Pokemon.
lurk. The same
From-
layer
Is it just me, or is
during
the
Dynamax
music for the
adventures.
video a lot louder than the person talking?
No, it's
Team
fine
up
for
with
me.
3
No,
other
it's fine on
trainers
mine.
to explore these caves.
Weird. I can hear the music's so much louder for me. For some reason.
Battling wild Dynamax Pokemon as you make your way into the depths. And there's more. After adventuring in the Crown
God, look at
Tundra,
this.
you'll have the opportunity to form a dream team
Ah.
with some of the other trainers you've met in the Galar region for some red-hot battles in the new Galarian Star tournament.
Ah, it's amazing. And
You'll be able to
Wait,
pick apart
Hop's in
from
normal
among
clothing.
trainers you've met in Pokemon
which means this
Sword
is, I
or Pokemon
guess, a
Shield.
free-for-all type thing when it comes to clothing?
And the game's
No,
respective
those are double
expansion
battles.
passes.
Right, but I mean, like, whenever you went into, like, the normal tournament, you would
Depending
automatically
on
be
who you
forced
team up
into
with
the
and
gym
who you face
outfit.
in battle, you might glimpse new sides of these familiar friends and foes that
I'm
you
aware,
didn't
but I
see
think
on
it's
your
because
path
it
to
might be
becoming
because it's a
champion.
special tournament that Leon's
We hope you'll enjoy
organizing
the
instead
new
of like an
adventures
official
in
thing.
the Crown Tundra.
Alright, I guess.
You'll be able to start exploring Part 2 of the expansion passes,
Not champion
Crown
anymore.
Tundra, on October 22nd.
Okay.
That's less than a month. That's less than a month.
What's more,
Okay.
on November 6th,
Oh, thank
we'll be
God.
releasing all-in-one bundle versions
We got
of the
time.
Pokemon
We
Sword
got
and
time.
Pokemon Shield games
That's
that
not a lot of
include their
time, though. That's
respective
less than a
expansion
month.
passes.
Yeah,
more
but
than-
it's
For
time to
anyone
do
who hasn't
something.
visited the Galar region yet,
Oh.
this will
Jamie,
be a
the
great
biggest viewer was like,
opportunity
hey, this is
come
going to be
explore.
out tomorrow or in a week.
And to
No, it's a
celebrate the
month.
release
That-
of the
that's
Crown
good.
Tundra,
That's time to
some
do
special
stuff.
Pikachu are on
It's a
their way to
grind, but it's something to do. Time to work with.
Oh?
To get these
Yeah.
special Pikachu for yourself, you'll need passwords
Redistribution
which will be
Pikachu.
revealed in various places.
That's awesome.
Passwords allowing to get a picture of sharing in
You
the
can
coming
get the
days.
password for your
Ooh.
first special Pikachu starting
Free
right now.
You get, okay.
Enjoy your ongoing adventures with your
Just
I
like
assume
last
that-
time, as far I saw someone tweet about this. Apparently, just
Next,
like last
we have
time,
some news
you
about
can get
Pokemon
one.
Home.
You can get two. So be picky.
The long-awaited link
Pokemon
between
Go.
Pokemon
Hey,
Go
go
and
to
Pokemon Home.
Oh, the
With
controversial
first
thing.
Pokemon you've caught in Pokemon Go will be able to set off on an adventure in the world of Pokemon Sword and Pokemon
that's
Shield.
actually
by
kinda
way
crazy,
of
though.
Pokemon Home.
It's not like I got anyone on Pokemon Go I could even
Send a Pokemon
home that's of any
from Pokemon
use.
Go to Pokemon Home. You'll be able to open
Oh,
the
okay, so
mystery
you
box
don't
in
need
Pokemon
Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee anymore to
Opening
do
the
that.
mystery box will cause
That's
a
not-
mythical Pokemon
You
Meltan
might
to appear
want
on your
to
map
use
in the
Let's
app.
Go Pikachu and Eevee though.
You'll also receive a mystery
Okay,
kit
and
in
a free
Pokemon
Melmetal.
Home, containing a special Melmetal that is capable of Gigantamax.
G-Max Melmetal, finally!
A Melmetal
As
like
if
this
we didn't know
hasn't
about
been
that,
available
what,
until
Wick said?
now.
Months.
Yeah, because people are streaming using it, even though they know they shouldn't have been.
Special Melmetal and unleash its powerful G-Max move.
Okay, that's cool.
We're planning to have the link between Pokemon Go and Pokemon
Okay.
Home all set up before the end of 2020.
Still not here.
Please stay tuned for more updates. That's all the new information about our games that we have for you
Okay.
today. I do have one last announcement for
Oh.
you, though. To help commemorate the release of the Crown Tundra, we've made a special music video for you
Oh.
all. This was a team effort between Pokemon and the popular Japanese.
I'm just saying
rock
I can't
band
hear anything
Lump
they're
of
saying
Chicken.
because the music in the
So,
is louder.
I'll wrap
Music
things up
video.
for today by inviting you to have a
Okay.
look.
I,
Please enjoy the video.
I can hear them, but it's so quiet in comparison to music. For some reason, the music levels are just completely off for me. What's going on?
It's a special music video that they made to celebrate Crown Tundra coming out. With the
Really
Japanese
loud.
rock.
Oh god.
It's quite loud.
Oh. This looks like it's gonna be adorable though. Aw. That's all the gym leaders. All the trainers are gonna participate.
This guy just like Ash 2.0.
I don't know, but it shows all the video game characters.
I know, but it's literally a kid who gets a Pikachu power town and it seems to go through all the regions.
Aww.
I'm just thinking if this video just made the video game Ash a thing. I'm just curious because like genuinely, some kid getting a Pikachu in Pallet Town and it just random has like go back.
The girl
That's
got
true.
the
Oh,
they grew up.
And now the guy has an EV2. What?
Okay. Aww. Oh, Cinderace!
Wait, it's apparently swap Pokemon at some point. Alright. And then they swap. What?
I am confused.
Guessing they found each other's Pokemon at some point or something? I don't know. They knew each other and they started at the same time, and I'm guessing in Pallet Town just by the way the fact that they seem to go through every region. literally just male and female video game Ash.
Basically.
Oh, it's Mew. That was adorable.
God, the one word that came through that entire song was "Gotcha." Okay.
Yeah. Well, everything
It's
was
that
in Japanese, so.
It's that girl from the anime.
Hmm?
I know you guys haven't seen Journeys, and I've barely seen any of it, but there's a girl who has a yamper with purple hair.
Okay, fair.
So that's neat.
It's actually
That
just
was-
Sonya in a wig.
Um,
Interesting.
I'm not idea, she has a yamper, so I was saying that.
Oh, she's awake now.
nope.
Yeah, there's go.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful.
Gotta be honest, it'd been better if I could have heard what what the guy was saying the entire video.
That is that. Well then.
I will have to. I gotta find out what's going on with the audio issue. It'll probably be fixed. It'll be fixed in the editing.
It might just be that it was your earbuds might be set to do more of the left channel or the right channel.
I put the other one in, and it was still like that. I don't know. I'll test the video after the
It's weird.
after
Like,
the
yeah, the music was loud-ish, but the voice was easy enough to hear over it.
Yeah.
Also,
I-
The
Really,
only time
I'm
that wasn't really true was when it was in the music video where it was kind of difficult to hear them speak because the music itself was actually quite loud, but the game was all in Japanese anyways. I wouldn't have understood it.
thankfully there are subtitles at the bottom, so you can.
I know there
find-
were subtitles, yeah. But
That was. I'm gonna try and go back at some point and just analyze that with all the references to all the games, because that end scene with Herbert standing right next to him, and that was dope. They just looked into each other's eyes, and it's like they're reflecting back and forth, like, oh, that's awesome.
yeah,
Oh,
that was.
I think
At least we
it was pretty
got a
dope, but ooh,
at least got a month to work with.
okay, so yeah. Interesting enough, it's not in here that they say about it. It must only be in either Pokemon Go or in Go updates or patch notes or something. But it's not something that's in the trailer. Obviously, it's something I found out through outside sources, or more specifically through Lat posting something in his server. Apparently, that transfer is going to cost Pokecoins.
really,
Yeah.
that sucks, but
So I think it's going to be use it once to get Mel, and then after that point, just go back to using Let's Go because it. At
The
least
problem
for the people who can't get Pokecoins very easily without spending money, I mean.
yeah, the only problem with Let's Go is you can't transfer non-Kanto Pokemon.
Yeah, but why they made that use Pokecoins? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I get it's a mobile game, but it's like, why?
Yeah, it's just we got a month. Once the month is over, we're already. It's released before Halloween, which is insane. I need to get myself a second monitor because otherwise I'm not going to be able to record anything with Sword and Shield.
I won't have a second monitor until probably November. So
Well, the problem is I have to record my TV, and it's cheaper to buy a little mini monitor to put the computer on and record gameplay off my TV like that than it is to buy an Elgato.
yeah,
But that is it's exciting.
that. God, we got. That's all I know. We got a grind ahead of us.
All I know looking at that is I'm still ready for disappointment.
I don't know,
Jack Atlas is at least one good one coming back.
I don't know how you can really call that disappointing, though. That's insane.
No, you know what I mean.
If that's not in the game, the disappointment is measurable. His day will be ruined.
Uh-huh.
I don't mean disappointment with the DLC in general. I did not see what I was hoping to see, so I'm still ready to be disappointed.
Oh, you're so upset about the whole Minum thing?
Mm-hmm, of course.
I mean, it would have been it'd be the same way with me if Eevee wasn't in it.
Okay, but they can't not include Eevee.
They can, if they really wanted to.
No, Eevee's now a mascot for Pokemon.
It doesn't really matter. They could so easily. They could do whatever they please.
They couldn't at this point.
I know that, but I'm just saying the option is there. It's not like they would do it, but the option.
That would have 100% caused way more backlash than anything else that has happened in with Sword and Shield. So I think that probably would have been bigger than the fucking Dex call. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Like just
Well,
because
that's-
Eevee is so prominent in Pokemon now.
So,
And the
Dynamax-
evolutions. Yeah, the
Uh,
Dynamax Adventure, intriguing.
it looks
It's
odd.
like kind of like a weird kind of dungeon crawl thing, but not quite.
Yeah. Something weird that I noticed that see if I can go back to it real quick. Yeah, right here. It's it show damn it, full screen, why?
Yeah, it's like a top-down dungeon crawl, and then when you hit a cloud, it throws you into a Dynamax battle.
Yeah, it shows you the types, which is neat. But the other thing that I kind of find weird is that it shows 3 Pokemon like there, like it shows all the moves, the types, the total PP, and everything like that, and it says selecting Pokemon. What's up with that?
Where does it show that?
I'm at 354 right now.
Dynamax Adventure.
It's different than the actually selecting your Pokemon like we did previously. Also, wait. Strange theme. Oh, wait, that's the signature
Oh,
move.
wait, I think it might be that those are the possible things you are about to face.
No. The thing is, like, it shows that, like, yeah, you'll see types and you can see a silhouette of a Pokemon, like in
Oh,
or-
it's probably something like where you choose to, like a certain like 3 mons from your team and go in, and then depending on what you face, you choose out of one of those 3.
Yeah, all right. I mean,
Well,
that'd be
the
helpful.
only reason I'm thinking is because if you look at the selection of, I mean, that's interesting. Actually,
wait.
that's really interesting because the person that's selecting a Pokemon is an NPC.
Wait, what's even more interesting is after Weezing was selected, it was replaced by a Seadra for the first NPC for the 4th NPC. So where Weezing was is now a Seadra.
Oh,
the
is
other
it?
trainers to explore.
So could
these
it be
ca-
rental Pokemon in a sense?
It looks like it probably is. Like it gives you a set of Pokemon that you can choose from instead of a way to make the NPCs possibly more useful. They don't just bring their shitty Pokemon with them. Because those 3 below Gloria are NPC trainers, and
Right.
Noah it normally has Quillfish. Isabella is the chick. Oh, what does she normally have? She's not. No, she's not the one with the. What is it she normally? I know Noah's the one with Quillfish because I've seen Noah's Quillfish so many times. Dean is the no, he's not the Snorlax dude, is he? No, that's the
Might be.
scientist chick. No, that's the scientist chick. He's the throw dude. That's who he is.
Okay. Is this Isabella maybe the Clefairy?
Trying to think. It's the Clefairy. Maybe. Yeah, I think she might be. That does sound kind of right. I think she might be Clefairy.
1 second later, it shows like the 2 paths you can take. In this, I guess, this specific one, where it's it shows the type in sort of like a silhouette. So you can see like Clefairy on the left and a Sudowoodo on the right.
Yeah. Oh, I'm guessing you choose your Pokemon, like, you choose the Pokemon from your thing there. Like, you see your path, you see the path ahead of you. You pick from what seem to be somewhat rental Pokemon. I'm not sure if it'll be entirely rental Pokemon. And, and depending on, and then you choose which way to go on the Pokemon that you choose to pick. You pick the Pokemon depending on which way you're planning to go. You'll see at the bottom, it's just everyone talked it out and the group decided to take this path, and the character is facing towards the Clefairy.
Yeah.
And they have somewhat prepared for a Clefairy because they brought both a Steel type and a Poison type. Although Fire does resist Fairy, so that's fair.
Yeah.
The only one that doesn't really make sense here is Seadra, but I guess because it can technically learn Poison type moves, just not very many.
The choices they were given, because the only thing else available at the Seizure was Seizure, Charge Bug, and Hitmontop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is fairness.
Well, then
Yeah, the
yeah.
Seadra is a. Oh, the Seadra. Oh yeah, that is the case. The only thing I would say is technically the Charger book might have been better because we're critiquing the NPCs here. Charger book might have been better because of Eerie Impulse. 'Cause that's just drop special type by 2 stages.
Something also that's kind of interesting is on the selection screen. There's like a little heart or multiple hearts in the top left corner, but I can't really see it because they have a big Dynamax Adventures thing blocking it.
Now, where is it?
I'm on 358. You can see it in sort of the top left-hand corner, but it's kind of covered up.
Hmm.
It's the same screen where they're choosing between Clefairy and the Pseudo.
I wonder if maybe the Dynamax Adventure, it's maybe that's the life count, like the how many times a teammate can be knocked out before you get kicked out of the adventure.
Or how many lives the group has, I don't know.
So it could be like a it could be like the same thing where like a normal den where you instead of each individual raid having 4 lives in total, you have 1 life for this whole massive den.
Well, 1 life. Yeah, well, 4 lives for the entire adventure, 1 per
Right.
player, or like if someone gets knocked out, then like they can come back, but and it will use 1 of the lives, and so like you kind of have to try and actually keep each other alive at that point.
Which means bringing like some mods would have to have the ability to heal.
If you can.
If you can, if it's strictly rental Pokemon.
So that team has literally no heals on it. It's got Flareon, which almost certainly is going to be a Flare Blitz set. Escavalier, the Ironhead substitute, maybe. Didn't see what the Weezing had. I think it's back here, but it's like Sludge Bomb and stuff with a.
The only thing I can probably see, and I don't know if Seadra gets it, but that would probably
be sorry. My mistake. Yeah, it shows Escavalier. It has Drill Run, Razor Shell, Fury Cutter, and Taunt.
Taunt seems kind of pointless.
I don't know, actually. You got to think.
Weezing is Strange Steam, Clear Smog, Flamethrower, and Taunt. Seadra, Skull, Dragon Pulse, Substitute round.
So,
Clefairy is known to use Metronome and like Cosmic Power stuff like that, so Taunt is actually a good thing.
But the question is, does Taunt actually work on the Dynamax Pokemon?
I don't remember. It's been too long.
I think Dynamax might to Taunt.
Because we tried that whole thing with Imprison on the Zeraora, and it just did not work.
Oh, the amount of tricks we tried with the Zeraora, don't remind me.
Yeah, but this is... Oh man, and then like the thing that worries me is that if this is strictly like rental Pokemon that we can use. How are we gonna
curious how it is? I mean, it might be that. It might be that it's picking Pokemon from your box, and just everyone's getting to use those, so you know that the Pokemon are good.
I guess that could be possible.
I mean, that would be a way to quote unquote buff the NPCs, is you could force them to have a box of Pokemon that are actually fucking useful.
Right. And it showed the 3 options, and 1 removed, a new one appeared. That's my concern with it. Because it doesn't make sense if it's your Pokemon, you can just, oh, here, have this, have this, have this.
Well, it could be like show the first 3, and then once one's taken, it will swap that out for the next one in the sequence.
Alright.
I don't know though. You could, yeah, I don't know. This is an intriguing thing. Well, definitely something that will have to be figured out once it's actually available.
We got about a month to wait for that, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll probably get more details concerning that on what closer to the time.
God, I'm so excited for some of these returning Pokemon as well. Like, Metagross being back, cool, it's a cool Pokemon. Absol being one of my favorite Pokemon, coming back, that's awesome. Even Garchomp, I'm okay with Garchomp coming back. That's fine. Everybody thinks okay. You can just eat a Pyro Ball and die.
Alright, fighting Cinderace again, I see.
No, honestly, I feel like if I did G-Max, launched a Pyro Ball straight at its stupid face, I think it would die.
And don't worry, you've got the Intimidate triple axle hit on top right there. Everything's good.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, Stars, no. See, you do that with wide lens and then it doesn't miss ever.
I know. Perfect counter to trash.
I mean, I have the Law Bunny, so the only concern's Earthquake, but if I'm, Gigantamaxed, I would assume that I could tank a hit.
Oh. There isn't much else to analyze except for is confirmed at the very least that the Cantonian form of the birds are not just going to be you have to transfer them up because there was a raid den for it there.
It's good.
There was a raid against the Cantonian Moltres in that trailer, so it's you don't have to try and transfer up Cantonian to get them.
Yeah, the thing that I found interesting was that when they had that image of all returning legendary Pokemon, Silvally was within that. Because, the thing is, the lore with Silvally is that it was, created by the Aether Foundation, and then someone, took the same information from the Aether Foundation, made it in Galar. That's why it's there. It's not a wild Pokemon. It cannot breathe.
Yeah, that's what. Where's it? No.
I know, it's very hard, because it was a very short thing, so it's really hard to find in the Seek. But I saw it pop up for a second when they were talking about the legendary Pokemon returning. Oh, you can catch all returning legendary Pokemon.
Okay, it's about... Maybe? No, this is still in... I feel like it's around here.
In the Crown Tundra, the second area unlocked by your expansion pass, you'll explore a snow-swept expanse with new faces and new adventures.
Oh, Alteria's back.
Yeah.
There,
I like
you'll meet
Altaria.
Peony, who will put you in charge as his expedition chief.
Your
Your investigation will take you across snow-covered hills and into a Pokemon den, where you'll reach depths beyond those.
This is gonna feel so surreal once it's actually in game. We never had a giant
here we go. Legendary Pokemon from past games are back.
Yep. Oh, that's Eternatus. That's the Galar legendaries as well.
I think it's just showing off all the different legendaries, but it's all the ones from the old games are back as well, because you've got Urshifu up in the top left.
True, and then
Eternatus right at the bottom with the Zamazenta, and then Zacian right above it. And the Galarian birds, and the 2 new Regis.
Yeah, and
I think it's just a graphic to say, hey, these are all the legendaries that are now available. Have fun.
Yeah, true, but it'd be cool if they somehow were able to throw Zacian, Zamazenta, and Eternatus into the dens, because think how dope it would be to actually have an official way to take on Eternamax Eternatus with friends. That'd be cool. Because Zacian Zamazenta can't physically Dynamax or Gigantamax, apparently. For some reason.
Because they are the anti-Dynamax Pokemon, essentially.
Yeah. But, God, I'm trying to think. Some of these raids are gonna be, impossibly hard to take down.
Oh? So?
Regigigas. If you can't do anything, if it basically shuts you down for 5 turns, and you can't take it out, things are about to get real bad, because that's when Slow Start, it goes off.
Yeah, it's a big normal type.
True.
Rock or steel fighting. I mean, you've got the defenses against its regular typing. You can learn fighting damage. For the most part, that's probably superpower.
If you do, and there's also the chance you might have EQ for whatever reason.
Yeah. Drain Punch is a move that I can learn as well.
I honestly wouldn't expect it to be that much of a problem, just because there's a lot of really high damage Pokemon that are super effective against it.
Zygarde would be pretty cool if it was the complete form. That'd be a tough, interesting.
It did show the complete form as a den option.
Did it? I thought it just showed the 50%.
I saw the complete, but I didn't see I saw the complete doing an attack animation.
Yeah, from what I could tell, it looked like it was in the actual den.
Right, but normally, I don't know. The specific moves in Den are weird because normally it wouldn't go. I assume it wouldn't use its like signature move animation in a Den because most Pokemon don't. Because the scaling of the models and stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking. I saw first, but second, where was it?
Xerneas might be a little tough to take down now that I think about it as well. Because if it says about Geomancy.
Well, yeah, but I won't have like power up or something, so we'll have to take at least one turn before it's able to.
Well, that's one Dynamax turn, which can equal up to like, what, 4, 5, 6 moves in a row?
Okay, about two. If you go to like around 228, that's where complete Zygarde's at.
228, you said?
Roughly around that time, yeah.
Oh yeah. It's got the Dynamax auras, so. All the red lighting to say, "Hey, I am Dynamax."
Oh, that's scary. That is terrifying.
And from what I can tell, that looked like one of his animations, but I don't know.
Is, in fact, Core Enforcer. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, not that bad. It's literally just 50% Zygarde, but with double health.
Which that's the first time Pokemon ever breached 1,000. I'm pretty sure.
What, in terms of normal Pokemon?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was, because you could set up so Zygarde, because... Though, to do that you had to heal, because to get Zygarde to go to complete, it had to be 50%.
Yeah.
Then lose 50% of its health, I was thinking?
Yeah, so I'm assuming once you get him knocked down, fighting regular Zygarde, you get him knocked down to half, he'll just change it to complete form.
God, that'd be an
if you get the one with the ability.
Yeah. Probably not a guaranteed chance, but there's a chance if you get another half, he's gonna just transform on you.
I mean, you're saying it looks intimidating. Do remember this is a dragon ground type. It gets melted by anything that uses ice.
Yeah.
Intriguing. Melted by ice. Hold on. It's what?
It's fat. It has a lot of HP.
Yeah, but not that much defense. Like, it's got decent defense, but...
It has better defense than Clefairy. Not Clefairy. Chansey. Chansey's a pretty...
Of course it has better... Of course it has better defense than Chansey. What I mean is 4 strong ice types are gonna absolutely melt that thing. Still sounds wrong.
If you have 4 strong ice types.
I
don't know.
At least everyone's gonna have at least one strong ice type at some point.
No, I feel like because it's still I don't know. It all depends on how it's gonna work.
The matter is, even if you don't have one now, you got a month to get one.
Even then, Crown Tundra seems like it's gonna have a lot of ice types. Catch a big scary Frostmoth while you're in the Crown Tundra. Bada boom, bada bing. There you go. You have your ice type.
I don't know. I'm very curious because I don't know if it's gonna be guaranteed that you're gonna run into.
I would really work. Actually, Frostmoth would be kind of busted for this. It's just the fact that at least in terms of Core Enforcer, if it's not using a mixed moveset, it's gonna be kind of Zygarde specifically will be kind of useless against Frostmoth because as long as it's got the Ice Skills ability, because that's just half damage from special moves.
True. Though, question is Zygarde gonna have all of its signature moves while in the den? As Core Enforcer could also have what?
1,000 arrows, 1,000 knives, or whatever it's called.
1,000 waves.
Yeah, that's right.
1,000 arrows is a ground type move that hits flying type Pokemon.
Grounds them.
Yeah. And then maybe Outrage. It could be its other move for some reason.
I mean, Outrage could work. There could be Earthquake for whatever reason. It has options for a moveset. And I can definitely see being a pain if you're not set up correctly for it. But I feel like they'll probably be more I should say, a harder ones to deal with.
I mean, I don't think this is going to be the next fucking Zero, alright?
I feel like
that should not have existed. That should have not existed. That should not have existed.
I don't think they're gonna have EVs like the Zero Aura Rays or Perfect IVs, though I do feel like there's gonna be some sort of like increased difficulty with them.
Almost
Probably
certainly,
be
because
level 100.
it's a raid of a legendary. Like it's gonna have some sense of
I'll
difficulty.
assume that like the Mewtwo raids and unlike most 5-star raids, they'll be level 100 instead of level 60.
Which would be very difficult no matter what.
And it's possible that some of the raids may not even be accessible without having certain models. Like you couldn't get access to Regigigas without having at least one of each Regi. Like there might be some requirements to getting access to certain ones. So
Actually, now that I think about it, it wouldn't make sense for Regigigas to do that because that was always the requirement. You needed Regigigas. You're gonna need the 3. Actually, would you need all 5 Regis now? Since there's 5 Regis.
oh, considering it was Reggie Steel, Reggie Rock, and Reggie Ice, I wouldn't think they would incorporate the new ones into it, but they might.
I don't know.
Because if they did force us to have, if we should have one of each, that could put a hindrance, especially if it's not Rentalmons.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you just need to have them registered in your decks or something like that.
Either register or have them on you, so like, hey, he shows up, you know.
Yeah.
My children!
Similarly, probably like with Giratina, you would need Palkia and Dialga, like and I guess for which one thing?
For Dialga Palkia, you need Azelf, Uxie, and Mesprit.
For all 3 of them, you probably need that because that was how they showed up in the first place, technically.
Yeah. There's also the fact that well, I don't know. Well, Darkrai and Cresselia with their own little things, and we didn't see Darkrai, and there's only Cresselia, so we ain't go about that pair.
Cresselia would probably just show up by itself. Darkrai's counted as a separate thing.
Yeah, and with Kyurem, you got Reshiram and Zekrom.
Yeah. Which, disappointingly enough, it's not a fused Kyurem, which I understand you couldn't catch that, but it's really, really hard and really exciting to see that as a battle.
And probably with Rayquaza, you'll have to get access to Kyogre and Groudon first.
Right. Which, I don't know. This is where, like, the lack of Dynamax or Megas kind of makes me sad. Because, again, how dope would it be if that's just a Mega Rayquaza you have to take down?
I would not be surprised if certain box art legendaries are going to be given
Or
Gigantamax forms. I would not be surprised.
What? I just thought of something. What if it was like what if for whatever reason, as you go into the raid, they're gonna have their like mega abilities for some reason, like or quote unquote mega abilities. Like you encounter Rayquaza and not mega. You encounter Rayquaza in the Strong Wind startup.
The Delta Stream.
Yeah, Delta Stream would basically start up and cause strong winds to affect the battlefield. Or you go against Groudon or Kyogre and you have the extreme sunlight, insane rain, or whatever it was.
Heavy rain and intense sun, something like that.
No, that's the regular, but yeah.
Yeah. It's just the more powerful version of those, and that's where the extra challenge is going to come in.
Yeah, but the thing is, and also with Groudon specifically, if you were to like, oh, I'm going to use water, but no, his ability would just say the water's gone, it evaporates it.
Yeah, which would be a really crazy challenge.
Well, at that point, you just have to rely on the ground type at that point.
Well, no, it's non-primal Groudon. It's that effect, but it's not primal.
Yeah, but
I mean, you could.
True, we haven't seen what happens after he roars.
Like we could be fighting primal reversion right there. Who knows?
Which that would be extremely scary as well.
I'm still just saying, Golduck.
Cloud9?
Yep.
I thought those abilities weren't affected by Cloud9.
Yes, they are.
Little disappointing.
Yeah, there's ways to work around it, but obviously that's like finding out what's each legendary good to do, what's their gimmick in a sense, and
right. But I feel like nothing's going to be guaranteed. Like say for example, if they do the same thing like they did with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you go into you go into the red portal and there's a list of Pokemon that can appear there. But instead of having your entire party to choose from and a Pokemon it is, you're only going to have the 4 Pokemon that you went into the Den raid with.
Yeah, and if you, like, for instance, let's say you like, for instance, you're going in or expecting, oh, I'm going to find Cresselia, so you set up for Psychic type, but then you run into something that completely just walls you 100%.
And instead of running to Cresselia, you run into Heatran.
Yeah, that would.
Actually, if you set up for a Psychic type, probably the worst thing you could run into there would be along the lines of Terrakion or something. Fighting type to counter the Dark types you probably brought.
Yeah. It's going to be very, very interesting.
Depends how they handle everything.
I
Because this is all based on speculation, apart for now, but
don't know, it's fun to speculate about what they could do to make the dens more challenging, like Latias and Latios holding the Soldew, for example, while you're going to battle them in the raid.
Yeah.
yeah, that wouldn't be too much more challenging. The Soldew is nerfed as fuck in Gen 7.
It was?
Yeah, it got nerfed in Gen 7.
It's still banned, though, so I guess it's still... to me,
it's not that strong. It went from... what was it did again? Wasn't it like a 50% boost to a special attack and special defense? Now it's just increased damage from Dragon and Psychic type moves.
Damn.
I'm fairly sure that's what the change was. I know it was nerfed.
Well, still pretty exciting.
Oh yeah, this is an intriguing thing.
They can't really do anything with Retro ROM, so...
Right, so... That was exactly 22 days. Bada bing, bada boom.
The grind is gonna be rough. We gotta hope the odds are in our favor.
Yeah.
And I gotta prepare. I can't prepare because there's nothing I can do. I gotta be ready for a new competitive. I gotta be sure. Actually, I don't know. There's nothing I can really do. I just gotta wait. I just have to wait and wait till I get the Pokemon that I'm really excited about to come in the game.
Fair. Well, I mean, that is the end of that. October 22nd.
A 10-minute video turned into about an hour.
Yeah. At some point, we're definitely... Oh, fucking hell. Sorry. Some point soon, very soon. Well, some people might remember the tweet from June 29th. That's coming into effect very, very soon. So, watch out for that. The grind is on.
And now we're not only racing the odds, we're racing the clock.
Indeed. Oh, and also, Nintendo, please don't forget Japanese again. But yeah, that is just... Oh. I can wait just because I want to try and get the team ready for that. But yeah, that is cool as shit. I will admit, unlike the other two, my reactions will be quite dampered just because I am so fucking out of it.
Mine's dampered due to time, and also I couldn't hear anything.
I want to react more, but I'm just kind of like, I should probably not be loud, because it all happens so fast, especially during that music video. There's like so many bits and pieces in there that was just like, oh my god, that's...
Yeah, no, maybe not the most high-octane reactions anyone might expect, but you know what, someone's tired, someone's got many people who would be like, nope, and someone's also got many people who would probably be like, nope. So, not really high-octane around here.
It's just so cool.
Oh yeah, the excitement is palpable. But yeah, not only will we see you for probably shiny hunting very soon, but we will see you for the Crown Tundra. Ooh yeah, Asha. But that is that from us for now. If you have enjoyed watching, do consider subscribing if you haven't already, giving the video a like if you enjoyed it, and that is us. Check the description for links to other things, especially Twitch, because that's where we'll be continuing shiny hunting, among other things. And that's it. Well, that's us done. Cheers for watching, everyone. And as always, we will catch you in the next one. Peace.
Farewell.